Okay, here's another League of Legends game coming your way, this time from the jungle. This is a normal draft because I wanted to try out a new build on Nocturne. I want to go for the AD assassin type route, which is why I'm using page 14 here, which is actually page 12 on my list since I've deleted some pages in the meantime. And enemy team is showing a Yasuo. So I'm hoping they pick an AP character because I'm not bothering to change. Okay, some good news. Ivern made it through the pick and bans. Thing is, he's going support. I don't know how much he knows about the character, but we can share buffs if he knows what he's doing. So I don't know if I can actually take a buff and give the other one to the AD carry or not. That I'm unclear on. I don't know if it's forced to him and then me, or him and someone else, or what have you. Bad news is I really do need the golem buff for this clear. I don't know if he and the AD carry wanted to try to get the golems themselves, or if maybe he can create his grove and then it'll work on the following camp. I'm not entirely sure.
Embrace the darkness.
But for my rune page, I don't have a solid AD page. The closest is my slash and burn, which actually has movement speed stuff on it, so I'm going to stick to my fighter page. This is scaling MR blues, scaling armor yellows, 8 crit reds, or 8 AD reds, 1 crit red, and attack speed twins. For the rune page, since I'm stacking AD, Thunderlords will actually have some bite to it. You can see it gives 30% AD additional damage. So depending on how much I get exactly, that can lead to a pretty sizable explosion. And they locked in Ryze at the end. So I'm not entirely sure how much of a difference Fury and Sorcery actually make. Like, the thing about Sorcery is that your ult and, well, your spells will hurt more, but the thing is, you don't have low enough cooldowns, so I don't know if the attack speed would actually be more influential. That's one of the things I'm a little undecided on, but the advantage is, since we're going for the AD route, that is like an additional multiplier onto your AD ratios. Even though it's only a 2% one, yes, it's still a little more. Otherwise, let's see, which line should I try to focus? The Yasuo one, like, he can dash through me, and that may not necessarily generate the fear tether. Basically, what I'm afraid of is that he might be able to just dash through me and then possibly get far enough away to break the tether. We'll see. But yeah, Mastery 6. Unfortunately, I think I have to get like 3 Mastery, or 3 rank S games in order to start collecting the new tokens. Not entirely sure how long that'll take. It's not really high on my to-do list. And in all honesty, I'm not really looking forward to doing this build more often, mainly because the Ghost Blade is supposed to be getting nerfed in the near future, so I don't know if it's going to be melee only or what exactly Riot has planned. We'll see. They have 2 Star Guardians. If I were on their team, I could actually bring Lux into the fray. So normally the the talisman is going to give you more sustain. The reason why I'm going for this one is because... Actually, hold on. Oh, I thought this actually gave you a little bit of, like, a percent modifier on your damage. It's just percent lifesteal. Well, still, 20 bonus damage. I don't know if that works on my passive or not. We'll see. But anyway, on this side of the jungle we go W second, so we'll get more attack speed, and we might actually be able to get something decent out of this.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And my team is actually guarding the invasion points, if they're not invading themselves, that is. So yeah, if I'm feeling really generous, I could try to leave this camp up for Ivern most of the time. Problem is, at early levels it takes something like 40 seconds for the camp to mature. Then he can release it, but as he gets closer and closer, he can actually release it himself. One downside though is he will not get the bonus EXP because he can't get a jungle item without smite.
I'm a tree hugger. You should know that about me.
Weather forecast for tonight. Dark with a chance of pain. Twilight approaches. This place disgusts me.
Gonna see if I can take the scuttle crab real quick. I have my stun up, so there that goes. We'll drop the dust trail.
Afraid of the dark.
So maybe there is something to using the talisman if you are going to go for the heavy AD route. Why did these not die? They may not have gotten hit by the dust trail. Oh no.
My nightmare. Or am I yours?
So if I were to get this, that would give me an additional 10 AD, 45 damage. Like, one bad part here is that I just don't have the mana. We have to smite blue, most likely.
Ryze.
Crap. Kill him. Kha'Zix made a suicide play there, and I'm more than happy to punish for it.
Police disgusts me.
So that gives me a nice gold infusion.
An enemy has been slain.
Are you my nightmare? Or am I yours?
Oh, right. Flash. His is on a similar cooldown to mine.
You getting
And I'm not even sure if they lived long enough for my Thunderlords to proc. They all died of red buff. My refreshed red buff, that is.
cross over?
Yeah, people say Nocturne has bad early ganks, you know? It's more he was playing sloppy, to be completely honest. So this should be coming up shortly, it's just... there it is. And that dog is starting to piss me off.
The light is fading.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with Kazakhs down there. So, let's grab this. I'm just going to pick up a longsword while I'm here because I want a little bit more AD for what's coming. But if you don't know how Ivern works, he created a brush here because that turns his attack from melee into range. That way he could pelt them from a distance, and it'd be hard for them to counterattack because he's in a brush. If he knows what he's doing, he can break line of sight fairly easily.
Do I scare you?
An enemy has been slain.
Swim me.
Let me help you.
Are you getting tired yet?
So right there, he went ahead and took the red buff remnant, whatever you want to call it. So he can start doing a number on the bot lane now.
I sense
You can see the brush he's created. And he missed his Q. Can't save him.
Ally has been slain.
Are you my nightmare?
Blue is coming up shortly.
Yours.
Need to nip any stupid ideas in the bud. Okay, he's teleporting in. I was looking to go top and cover that lane, but looks like it's fine. Anyway, Ka's flash should have been up there. He just didn't use it.
This place disgusts me.
Now, he should have been able to see the dust trail, I just didn't care.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, I'm going for Yasuo. Not a very good game for Yasuo, I'm afraid. Now, I could pick up another one, which I kind of want to do because it's... I'm gonna go Lucid Boots. More ults. So I wanted this for the 10% CDR. All this together gives me 30%. I can look into going for the bot lane now.
Are you my nightmare? Or am I yours?
So you can go ahead and collect that. That's fine by me.
This place disgusts me.
An ally has been slain.
So make sure you block the Dragon Breath here because that will give you attack speed so you can take this more quickly. And in case you're wondering why I smited that, you always have to be on guard for the Super Mega Death Rocket with Jinx on the field. So that was her first death, in case you're wondering why I went on her.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Need to make sure to put my Yomus on one. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably it's not the first time, but it's the first time that I really remember building Yomus ever since the GP rework. Before the Yomu's change and the GP rework, GP was the only person I'd ever actually build it on because of it working for certain builds of his.
An ally has been slain.
So I actually had no way to hurt Koff. He wanted to actually fight me. Basically, I was oh, crud. I'm dead. Damn it, I shouldn't have flashed. For a second there I had a little bit of hope I'd live due to Dangerous Game, but it was a waste. So, let's see. Now, I really don't want to give him the red because he's going to get the golden EXP from that. He can actually give the buff. I'm going to do it.
Give it.
Afraid of the dark.
I'm too generous for my own good, I know. Next dragon is Cloud. That's actually going to benefit me significantly. One thing that hurts, though, is they took 2 camps, Graves took 2. I'm getting counter-jungled by my own team.
An enemy has been slain.
I don't know if anyone wants blue or not.
The light is fading.
Rampage.
Yeah, I messed that up.
Has been slain.
That wouldn't have changed a damn thing. Let's see, in terms of Sia, wow. Even after all the stuff I've done for this lane, Graves is still straight up losing it. So the blue buff has timed out. I'm gonna see if I can get anything bot instead. I was a little tempted to use my Yomus to get me more, movement speed out. Looks like they got to safety.
Are you mine?
But because what you saw top lane, that's why I was contemplating getting Ninja Tabby instead of Lucid Boots, but I want more now power than late power.
I
was closer than I would have cared to have. So I need one camp to actually hit level 11, which is why Graves taking the wolves is not helping me. I need him to actually win his lane straight up. Or at the very least, go even. If he's going to keep taking my CS like this, it's going to set me back even further than I already am.
Sometimes I need to breathe.
Okay.
My fists are made cotton and
Nightmare. Or am I
candy attack.
yours?
Your turret
Now we can't do anything in the Dragon Pit because Graves isn't here, but his opponent is.
Nature strikes.
Anyway, if they're falling back, they may focus Graves at the moment, so I'm gonna go for this. Gonna block this one. Same drill as usual, I hope you know. Potential Super Mega Death Rocket Steel, so be prepared accordingly. We need Ez over here so we can both get this.
All life is precious.
Oh,
Freely to those.
there was no candy created, unless it goes straight to Ivern instead.
I sense fear.
So I got the Ryze flash, if nothing else. Didn't see if Jinx got an assist off me or not, though. Gonna put this into my W so that I can get out more easily now. It's over here. And I can sell this for another one.
Swim in.
Caring is caring, says the...
I used my Yomu's there, didn't I? Because it's not on cooldown right now.
My name is... The forest protects us all.
Not sure if I was seen or not.
This place disgusts me.
We can go for Yasuo. I'm not gonna get there in time. Damn.
Kill.
Okay, Graves is teleporting. I'm gonna join up with Viktor here. Now, I don't know how much it actually costs to finish the Duskblade. Enough that I'm actually gonna walk over here and get some camps. Now, I don't know how long it's been since Graves last took some of these, but worst come to worst, I can just go take top lane CS. Now, I can't jump in on their back line just yet.
I sense fear. Cross over.
Has been slain. Killing spree.
Are you getting tired yet?
So I'm not entirely sure how my spell shield is going to interact with Super Mega Death Rocket, but that's the way I have to consider this, unless Ivern is willing to body block it, which he kind of is doing right there. Next dragon is Earth, and that's going to be the final elemental. So the next item for me to build is going to be the Maw of Malmortius. I'm actually going to buy 2 of these because this is a component of it.
This place disgusts me.
Sugar.
Do I
An ally has been slain. Legendary.
Are you my nightmare?
Rampage.
20% movement speed. I have 432 currently, but that's partially Cloud Drake.
Bye-bye.
Afraid. The sound
Son of a... Well, I got his flash. I was hoping that they weren't all the way back up here since I saw them over here, but that's Lulu for you.
An enemy has been slain.
So there's really no one scary on their team. The highest priority I'd say is Kha'Zix, so I may want to start looking to saving my ult for him.
is fading.
I'm actually going to farm up to 16 real quick if there's actually enough jungle camps here.
This
I actually don't want to take the Scuttle Crab right now. So 230 for that. Uh-oh.
An enemy has been slain. Destroyed an inhibitor.
Let's just pop this so we can get this over with. So it kind of worked out, but one of the huge swings in my favor was that double kill early. And that just gave me a lot of gold to catapult me forward. I don't entirely know what Kha'Zix was up to with that. Oh, good to know I don't have to get any more XP for this. But A+, I got to do the AD build, and now I have some stuff set aside in case I ever need to do this in the future. Thing I do need to take into consideration is whether or not I actually do want the Lucid Boots. In terms of damage dealt, I was number 2 behind Viktor. Damage taken, that went to me still, even though I went Glass Cannon Assassin. So one of the reasons why this did work that I kind of forgot to point out is that the enemy team doesn't have a tank. If you didn't notice, they're all squishy. In the event that I actually had one, then I probably would have needed the other build, since that's more consistent damage. This is all burst. But anyway, Nocturne in the jungle. You got to see my mastery level. Can't point it out to you, but that's 6. And you got to see Ivern in action. Let's see. I actually had the most gold on the team. Second for kills behind Viktor. But yeah, it was a bloodbath. I don't really know. I didn't look to see how experienced these guys were or anything on their characters. I didn't see any sort of emotes spammed or anything, so There's just no telling. Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.